Hello, good evening. This Friday night, a little bit different for me for a change. Hope everybody's doing okay. Michelle Bowers, hi there. You may have noticed that you're now a moderator. And I was thinking about this. I decided that everybody who joins the members at 5D, right? I believe it's 5D, um, and up, 5D and 5D and beyond will be a moderator. I am. Tanya, I got your question. I'm going to get to it in a little bit. If anybody else would like to ask a question today in the chat, you don't have to pay me for it. Uh, but I would appreciate if you would like to contribute something to this channel, to me, to what I do here. $5 buy me a coffee or a little bit of a super chat would help. Appreciate it. But it's not mandatory. Only if you feel like you can and and your heart tells you to do it. That's all. Okay, so yeah, doing something a little different here Friday night. Trying to make up for not having so many clients coming in right now, which is fine. I'm doing okay. I got supporters like Sandy who helped me out, Sandy and Cherie and the Sean, Nurse Sean, some people who help me out when things get slow. That's invaluable. I really appreciate it. Okay, so my topic for today comes from Phil G. Uh, Last name is starts with God and ends with Lesky. I know that he's been banned on this platform, so I got to be careful using his name. I like Phil. Um, I had a connection with him, not in person, but going way back to the Georgia Guidestones. You remember that when they got destroyed, and the narrative, or the official narrative, was somebody came in with a an explosive device and got rid of them that way. Didn't look like that to me. It looked like some type of bolt of energy, like almost like a DEW. And so I did a reading on it, and my reading said that this was definitely a bolt of energy from the Galactic Alliance and us. It was more like a psychic energy. So it was like taking all the positive um, energy from the people who are awake and the white hats, and then they focused it onto this beam and they blasted away the Georgia Guidestones. And and then the other thing I got from my reading on that was that this was, and the exact words I used were, this is a sign of the beginning of the end. Then the next day I put on Phil Godlewski and he's talking about it. He used that exact wording that I used, like word for word. And so when I have synchronicities like that, it's telling me something. Then I did a reading with my cards on Phil, and I got that he is authentic and has integrity, and he's always trying to be as truthful as possible. And he has come up with so many things that turned out to be right, right again, right again, right again, except when he said that there was not going to be a selection process in November last year. Um, and and by the way, my cards were saying that, other um, channelers and people like that were saying that. So I don't blame them too much. There was a reason why the white hats wanted us to think that there wasn't going to be an election. I'm not sure why. Anyways, in Phil's latest, he talks about George W. And I'm just going to call him W for now on. You know, that goofy guy from Texas who somehow became president for 8 years. and he was there reading a book upside down when the towers were hit by supposedly by the planes, and he was behind that whole thing. Okay, and Phil said that he got intel that W is going to be in the news, and it won't be for something good. And this being the 20th anniversary of Katrina, and W was president at the time, and so the intel that Phil said that W at the time, as president, gave orders to somebody to blow the levees, and to the Ninth Ward, and there are all kinds of like political reasons for it and things like that. Maybe even some sacrifices were being done for the black hats, for the cabal at the time. I'm going to pause here for just a moment and see if I get in the chat what I'm talking about. Kanye watches all of Phil's lives. Okay, let me gather my thoughts. So, at the same time, I guess because it is the 20th anniversary, I was watching the Netflix documentary, Katrina Come Hell and High Water. And I came across this soundbite I'm going to play for you right now. Oh, and before I play this, one of the things that I wasn't aware of was in the 1960s, I think it was 1960, there was Hurricane Betsy hit New Orleans. And well, listen to what he says in his own words.
Just listen to Phil Godlewski on his Rumble video.
Spot on here. Make this big.
Just listen to Phil Godlewski, Katrina, and I decided to watch this documentary on Netflix about Katrina, and I just saw this.
I've heard about Betsy my entire life. They all say, they heard a lot of
Okay, now I'm going to pause it here because I don't want to get a copyright strike. So this guy's telling stories about the old timers at the day. They heard a loud boom, and then
conspiracy or not, whatever. To this day, is that the levels were blown up.
Okay, I'm going to stop it right there. He's saying that back in the day, Hurricane Betsy, the levees were taken out. Later on in the same documentary, that same man says or maybe is a different guy. Anyways, he said that he was running over to try to get his neighbor to evacuate, and then they heard boom, boom, and then the water started flooding. Okay, so the question I have for the cards is Phil right this time? Is W finally gonna be in deep water, so to speak, for blowing those levees during Katrina, causing all kinds of people to lose their lives and destroyed parts of poor black neighborhoods that never recovered, sending a lot of those people, by the way, into Texas. One of the conspiracy theories I heard was this was a plot to try to turn Texas blue. Okay. So that's the only question I have for the cards here, and then I'll go to your questions in the chat if you have any. Oh, hi, Cherie. Cherie's there. Okay. So can everybody see my cards okay? Give him a couple more shuffles. So the question is regarding Phil's intel. He's saying that W is going to be in the news big time, and it's not going to be for anything good. That he's going to be in deep water for the deep water he caused. Is this going to be like the we know he was responsible for much of greater crimes, but is this going to be the way they get him so that he doesn't have these people who these families who pulled off these crimes, the Clintons, the Bushes, the Obamas, they can't be left to have some kind of positive legacy. So let's take a look. Go back to my camera view here so I can see what's going on. Looks pretty good. Okay. So, like I said, Phil's been right a lot, but he's also been wrong. So that's what I'm looking at here. Is this intel correct? That we're going to see W being held responsible for the destruction of the levees during her. Well, actually, it happened after the storm had passed, and they all thought they were safe. Then the levees blew. Okay. And if you want to find Phil's link, it's on my Telegram channel. Um, it's from Rumble. I suggest you go and listen to that. Okay, here we go. I hold on a second. My dog needs to go out. Oh, okay. I cut already, so here we go. This is W. The first card is him. What's going on internally? Two of Cups. What's going on around him? Hey, let the dog go out, please. Okay. That's an interesting card because I often call this my mini justice card because you got the scales here. So there's some justice, but I'm telling you, this is not looking like the big takedown that I was hoping to see. The Hierophant, Ten of Cups. Maybe this final outcome card will be more telling. Four of Cups. We got nothing big going on here, guys. Um, okay, actually, that's not the original George Bush. So here's the problem we got with this. That the one probably the well yeah the original George Bush has already been dealt with. He's already faced the music from. He was held to like a tribunal. I think that would be like a tribunal. So he's probably already been taken out, right? That's why this came up. He's been swapped with a double, either clone. I mean, I have a hard time wrapping my head around clones, but sure, anything's possible. Clone, uh, body double, and that is who they may uh, they may pull out and do some justice on him. Four of Cups. He This is something that maybe could be drawn out. Four of Cups. I mean, it could be somebody who's been put away, waiting. It's a boredom. I mean, that could be someone who is locked up, but they're all minor arcanas down here except for this strength card. And once again, the beast, the original beast that was the original George Bush, I think he's already been dealt with. I think that's what that's saying there. So nothing real exciting here, which is kind of a disappointment. Does anybody have any other takes on this question that I could put to the cards? Because I think that's what's going on here. I think we're not dealing with the original George Bush, and that's why I think we have a not very powerful reading on uh, judgment and punishment. Okay. Tuggalite says, maybe the Katrina info brings down the Bush legacy. Well, that was what Phil said. I'm just reading about Ann Garvey here. I'm sorry to hear that, Ann. That was just recently. Yeah, and hopefully you can get over it. But I learned one thing I learned from my mother because my father passed away in 2011, and she never really got over it. And anytime anybody told her, hey, it's been 5 years or it's been 10 years, she's like, no, don't tell me how long I can grieve. So, uh, I mean, I hope the best for you, Anne, but everybody grieves differently. So you take however much time you need. Don't let anybody tell you that you should get over it. So Sherry says, ask if it's him. No, I already got that. With him coming up as the double cards there, the two of cups. That's telling me he's been doubled. Looks like my internet's gone slow. Okay, so I do have an email question, and I'm looking for any good follow-up questions as far as like if this is brings down the Bush legacy. I think let's just wait and see. Okay, so let me get to this question because this is going to be a short one tonight, guys. I'm not going to stay here for a long time. Let me check my messages here. Let me read this answer this email from Tanya. Tanya sent me a coffee for this, so I appreciate that, Tanya. Every bit helps. Okay, so Tanya says, I am manifesting creating a vlog, be on YouTube or another platform. I have been pondering this idea since before the scamdemic, or what I call a time of reflection. Please ask your cards. Is this indeed the right path for me at this moment in time? Okay. So, Tanya, um, getting involved with social media or streaming, you know, making videos, stuff like that. The cards that go with that are the Magician. He's a communication card. Queen of Swords, swords in general. Swords are about words and communication, electronic communication. Um, some wands can be as well, because wands are energy. Trying to think of some of the other cards that could come up like that. Okay, so this is for you, Tanya. Is this your time to be um, putting your message out there? And I'm going to make you the same offer I make everybody. Anybody who's, if you're a light worker and you want to get the word out there, if you want to come in onto my channel, be a guest and talk about your channel, maybe some people come find you there. I'd be happy to help. Okay, so this is for Tanya. I'm gonna check my camera here. It looks okay. Tanya, is now the time for you to be starting a vlog of some sort? Four of Cups, Page of Cups, Two of Wands, Two of Cups, Center. That's a good card for this. Okay, there's the swords I was looking for. And there's another swords card, and there's the lovers. So I think this is something you've been thinking about for a long time. And pages are a yes, but with a caveat, right? I want to say it's a yes because you have a lot of like compassion that you want to share with the world. I think because it's the cups. Cups really comes from a heart. So this is coming from your heart. This isn't a desire for fame or anything like that. Um, how with the outcome card being the seven of swords, I think you are going to do it, but you're going to do it in a way that is true to you. Um, I don't know what that means, but the seven of the seven of swords, he does things his own way. Okay, he has a strat. It's a strategy. Like you may have some kind of strategy that you've been thinking of, something that you've been planning for a long time of how to implement it. And I think eventually you will be doing some type of blog or something like that. This idea to do this is coming from your higher self. So this is your higher self, and I say that because of the Lover's card. Your higher self is prompting you to do this. Let me see if I can get some more advice for you, Tanya. Six of Pentacles and Queen of, or I'm sorry, the Nine of Pentacles. Hmm. So you you may not have the right equipment right now to do this because this takes like cameras and lights and things like that. You or maybe a better computer because it looks like you need to make some kind of financial investment in this to get it going. I know I needed help. Like I didn't have a good computer when I started. I was trying to do everything on my phone. It was terrible. If you go back and look at my very first videos, and then I had a supporter donate a computer to me. Um, but this is something that you're going to be independent. There's an independence that you have. So you have something unique that other vloggers don't have that to offer. So I think it is going to happen for you. I can't tell you when or exactly how, but I think that's something that you need to tune into your higher self and ask your higher self how you should go about this. Okay, I hope that helped. All right. Free thinker, yes. The seven of what I like about the seven of swords is that you have a take on the truth that may be different from other people and to not hold back on your ideas. Okay, great. Okay, so like I said, I'm going to keep this short, 30 minutes. Let me just check that I didn't miss anything here. Yeah, and like I said, Tanya, if you want to let people know how to find you once you get yourself going, you can come on this channel and introduce yourself and tell people where they can find you. All right. So, going to keep this short and sweet. I want to thank everybody for being here. And I'm going to go through after this and give away more wrenches because everybody who joins my members at the 5D, starting at 5D and then 5D and beyond. So I have three levels. The first one's $2. Then if you want to be a 5D member, I think that's $5. And then 5D and beyond is $10. Oh, look at this. Michelle has a question. How should I go about my humanitarian project? Okay, Michelle. Uh, can you share with us what it is you want to do for humanity? And thanks for the $10 super chat, Michelle. But you're kind of you're double paying because you're already a member too. So I give members priority when it comes to asking questions, but I know you're doing it out of love, so I appreciate you. Michelle is your soul sister, huh, Tanya? Oh, that's great. I hope a lot of people in the chat here can become soul brothers and sisters. Oh, that reminds me. I always forget to do this. I'm going to come to your question in just a minute, Michelle. But before I do that, I want to let people know that I'm available for private readings. And I'm going to share with you my website real quick. You can see that my website is posted in the chat there. But so if you come to my website, I encourage you to read about these client testimonials. I have a few on there that I've put on there and see what other people have said. But I still have this special offer going right now. If you've never had a reading with me before, uh, just make a donation of any amount you can afford. Then book your 30-minute reading on my bookings page. And so I'm clear, I'm saying that 30 minutes, you can come in and pay whatever you can afford to pay. If it's $1, pay me $1. Or you can buy me a coffee, $5. If you can afford $20, whatever. Normally a 30-minute reading is $55. Oh, and if you're a man, because I have so few men clients, it's free. Okay. If you're a man and you're listening to this and maybe you're shy, or maybe, I know men have more expensives and maybe less money. Anyhow, if you're a man and you want to try a 30-minute reading with me, it's free. I know that may be biased, but I would like to have more men in my readings. Okay, and if you are going to book a reading, I would encourage you to join my Telegram bookings only group. This is where you can contact me in Telegram through text and phone calls, and it makes it easier to arrange the booking. Come to book here. Okay, and when you click on this will bring it directly to my booking account. All the dates and times that you see here will appear in your local time. Okay. If you want an hour, then you would block two of them. So you would book the 8 to 8:30 one and then 8:30 to 9. That's how you could or you could put three of them together to make an hour and a half. Okay. Um, and then after you do the booking, oops, then you come to, you can buy me a coffee. Click here. Hopefully I got this link working properly. You come here and one coffee is $5. And if you want to purchase more than 5 coffees, then you click here and you can type in whatever number you want, right? That's just for example. Then you put your email address in here, and that's how you can pay that way. Or you can pay by Cash App, which Cash App is really good. I don't know if you guys have ever used it, but it's like there's no fee. and it's really fast. It works really well. PayPal, if you choose to use PayPal, please choose friends and family, not goods and services. All right. If you choose goods and services, that makes it more complicated for me. And they cap me at $200. If it's friends and family, then if I get over $200 for the month, I don't get capped. Okay. So I just wanted to give myself the plug there. And let me get back to whose question was. What was I? Find your question again. Oh yeah, Michelle. And I asked Michelle what her Michelle is my soul sister. Recycling, repurposing, reusing. I love that. I grew up going to Goodwills, Michelle, and also like when I was a kid, we used to go trash picking. Like trash day was great. Get out, drive around, you see people throwing around great stuff. Go out and pick stuff up and recycle it and reuse it. I'll try to do that, Tanya. Um, okay, so Tanya, thank you. I appreciate your love. That's what keeps me coming back. Okay, so let me put the cards up here. Get them in a good place. This is for Michelle's. Uh, I got it. 1 second. I need to get this caught up. Go. Okay. Take a look at the chat. Okay, Sherry's got to go. Thank you. Bye bye. Hope to see you again. Yeah, I'd like to have more men. Okay, without further ado, ocean related things. My list is getting longer. I want to get some more information, but time zones kept changing. Michelle, recycling. Okay, like I said, Michelle, recycle, repurpose. I love that. And so this is for you, Michelle. I see my cards are kind of in a weird place. That's okay, right? Okay. All right. Michelle, any advice for you on this humanitarian project? Justice. It's a great card to start with. Justice. Huh. Six of Pentacles. Ace of Hearts. Or I'm sorry, Ace of Cups, but cups come from the heart. This is something you're very passionate about. So you're one of those people who, when you see pollution on the side of the road, remember you guys are all old enough, I know, to remember those old commercials where somebody's throwing trash and then you see the Indian with the tear. This is um, this is how she feels. Chariot. Ah, whoa, Mike. So you're gonna love this, Michelle. You're absolutely gonna love. I'm sorry. Did I get the name right? Who is this? It's Michelle. So Michelle, you're gonna get some help from the extraterrestrials in the form of a vehicle of some sort that will be able to fly or float or drive around. And you said the ocean, right? So it'll be a vehicle that will be able to like skim the ocean, sucking up all the plastics and all the materials in the ocean and clearing them out. especially like with this, right? All right. So think of this as all the particles, all the trash that all the people have thrown in, and then you have this vehicle that you're gonna you're gonna get from either it's either ET technology that's being directly given to us or something that comes from that, or it could just be human technology that's already exists that has been hidden technologies, things like that, that's going to be brought out. And you're going to have access to that. You're going to be given access to that. Eventually, somehow, you're going to have a big vacuum cleaner machine that's going to be able to clean up the oceans, and you'll be in charge of that somehow. That's pretty cool. What do you think? Okay. All right. And I think that's about it. Let me just check, make sure I haven't received any questions via email that I don't know about, that I missed. Nope, we're clear. All right. I want to thank you guys for being here. You're wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, seriously. This is my mothership card. This is my card that I get for some type of vehicle that's going to be used to clean up. Uh so you can when you're trying to manifest what you want to be doing, Michelle, envision yourself in something like that. Okay, and that's it. I'm going to end this broadcast for today. I want to thank all you guys for being here. Uh, that super chat helps immensely. We're coming up to the end of the month, trying to get in as much as I can this month so I can get paid from YouTube and use that money to pay my bills. That's what I'm doing. All right. You guys are wonderful. I feel your love. I love you back. Sawadee Cup. Goodbye.